have to grovel to find out what those cut and fill bladder slopes are. Sometimes it's a she, of course, depending on the beer. So yeah, they're the ones who are going to tell you what the cut and fill bladder is. Now it will never be 1-to-1. It'll always be something like, 1 to 1.03 and 1 to 2.75, 15, or something like that. But I'm going to use 1-to-1 and 1-to-2 because I like to make life simple for my students. So let's start applying that same principle. So if it's in cut, every time we go along that way 1, we go up 1. Along 1 and up 1. So it's a pretty steep 45-degree angle, right? If it's in fill, which is this one here, I think we've probably miscalculated that. It probably goes down something like that. Because every time we go along 2, it goes down 1. And along 2 and down 1. Or along 4 and down 2. Or along 8 and down 4. Don't always think of it being 2 and 1, just think of it as the slope. Okay, so the next step to do, and this is what you're going to be doing on your platform, is we don't have CAD on this whiteboard, so we've got no idea how wide that is. So I'm going to do my little scale bar thing here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to use that with my fingers as a measurement of distance. You and the other, when you open up the drawing, will have AutoCAD, so you'll offset by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. So in this area here of fill, cut's quite easy because for every 1 you go up 1. So let's offset about that much for the cut. And you're a wee bit confusing soon. We were on 19. We're going uphill. So what is that one? 20. The next one up is 21. 22 and 23. Now by that logic, where the 20 equals the 20, we put across. Where the 21 equals the 21, we put across. Where the 22 equals the 22, we put across. And where the 23 equals the 23, looks like it's going to come round and it's going to come back to there. Then to there, then to there, then to there, and where's it going to hit the platform? Well, the two places it hits the platform are there, where the 19 hits the 19, and up there. So let's play join the dots. And that is 20 and then round the corner to the 19. That is what we call top of cut. That's very easy to remember. Top of cut. So that'll be up the top here. So that line I've just drawn is the top of the cut. And I'm going to take the confusion out of it. We don't need this. Right round to there, we do need that. We don't need that, we don't need that. Don't need that outer line. for that one. Good thing on AutoCAD is you don't have to get your finger out to get rid of it. You just go delete. Lots of things you can get rid of with your finger, but definitely the line you don't need to worry about. So this will be our contour line 20. And it's not just a contour line, it's called a formation contour. And it happens inside this part here. Also, anything underneath here gets taken out. You'll see in a minute why. Okay. So the 20 contour goes in. Remember I talked about walking around Mount Eden at the same contour height? Well, once we've done this big cut here with our bulldozer, the 20 contour comes in, it goes around the excavation, and then it pops out the other side over here. 22 contour comes in, it goes around the excavation and pops out the other side over there. And because these are all parallel and even, if you're looking at plan view, you would see immediately that that is a excavation site where they've done it nice and evenly around the bank. Now we have the fill, and this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Some people pick this up so quickly it's not funny, others are still staring at it afterwards. We've done one side, we've done our top of cut, now we're doing the fill, and now you notice the slope steeper. So if I was to measure an offset, because it's 2 along and 1 down, I'll measure 2 of these, which is going to be a bigger line. So it'll be down here somewhere. And then another 2. Notice that the gap's quite big. And then another 2. Now we haven't got enough board here to finish this, but it will go something like that, that, and that. And down here it will go something like that, that, that. So it's going to come down like that, and it's going to come across and probably down like that. If we had more board, it would probably end up going right the way around to there. And that is what we call the bottom of fill. Sorry, it is the bottom of the fill, but that's not what we call it. We call it the toe of fill. Toe being the heel, the bottom of the toe. So what we've ended up with is 2 areas where the bulldozer's cut, and of course this would go down like that, and like that, and so on, and you would take out these ones and you'll be left with the parallel ones around here. What I like to think of it as butterfly wings. I've called it that to over 2,500 students over the last 20 years. And people in industry are now calling it butterfly wings, which is kind of weird. That's kind of happened, but the reason for that is that every time I do this lesson, I put little things on here, and that looks to me like a butterfly. And if you say, well, he's only got half a wing, well, that's because he's looking into the sun while he's flying. Okay, I know you're all going to say that, especially this chap here. Yep. I hope you're not recording my dad jokes. Don't tell your dad, for goodness sake. Right, so